You're born and drop hard onto the ground. Your mother turns, licks once along your side, then pushes against your ribs. Nothing moves, so she pushes again. Her head drives behind your shoulder until one leg kicks out. You try to lift your head, but it drops, so you push with your front legs instead, shifting your weight just enough to raise your chest. Behind her, two bulls crash together. Their horns lock and their legs grind into the dirt as they push, scraping for space that neither of them needs. Your mother doesn't react. She drops her head and shoves again. You lift halfway and fall sideways. She steps forward and pushes behind your ribs once more. This time your hooves press in deeper and you finally get up. The bulls hit again. One loses balance and stumbles. His front leg folds and he falls onto his side. Dirt kicks up as his body rolls, and he lands close enough that dust hits your face. Your mother steps toward him and blocks the space between you. She lowers her head and braces. The bull gets up without looking at her. He turns the other way and walks off. She doesn't follow. She turns back toward open land and begins walking. The fight isn't finished, but she's not going to wait for it. You follow. Your front legs move straight, but the back ones swing wide and drag. You fall, and then get up again, but she doesn't slow down. The bulls keep fighting behind you. One forces the other across a patch of bare dirt, pushing through dry roots and torn ground. They don't stop between hits. They just change angles and strike again. One falls, but you don't see which. You just keep walking and follow the shape in front of you because it's the only one that doesn't stop. You're a few weeks old now. Your legs hold steady and you've learned how to move without falling behind. The herd walks slow across open grass, stopping often to feed. The adults spread out in a line and the calves move between them. Some stay close to their mothers, but others move toward new patches growing near the edges. One calf walks too far. He steps past a cow at the end of the line and follows a strip of soft green toward the edge of the trees, lowering his head as he feeds and not checking how far he's gone. Then the trees break. 3 wolves jump from the cover and run straight at him. The herd reacts instantly. The cows step forward and the bulls shift to close the space between them. You stay close as your mother moves out to block. The calf turns and runs, but the wolves are already too close. One catches his leg and yanks it sideways. Another grabs his ribs and pulls in the opposite direction. The other follows fast, pushing in tight. He kicks, but the angle is wrong and nothing lands. Your mother runs, and 2 cows move with her. One slams into the first wolf and knocks it off its feet, while another hits the second from the side and drives it back. The wolves break off and scatter. They sprint back into the trees without trying again. The cows slow, and one checks on the calf. His body twists once, then stills. His chest moves, and then doesn't. The herd moves forward. The adults return to their path, and the calves near the edge move back toward the center. You stay beside your mother as she takes her place in the line, walking steady and keeping close enough to block both sides. The wolves don't come back, but they know where to try next time. You're a couple of months old now. The herd starts walking again, and your mother moves with them, so you follow behind her in the same line. Something breaks from the ridge ahead and runs straight toward the herd before you even see what it is. The bulls at the front react fast. One steps wide to the left while another holds position and lowers his head. The shape clears the slope and drops into view. It's a grizzly. It keeps coming until the front bull steps across its path and another moves in from the side. The bear slows, but doesn't stop. It turns and walks around the herd instead, cutting behind the calves and disappearing into the trees without looking back. The bulls wait until the last branch settles. Then they return to their places and the herd keeps moving forward. The river appears soon after, cutting across the land from one tree line to the other. The first bison steps in. The water rises against its chest and flows around its legs, but it keeps walking. Then another enters, and another. Your mother follows next. You step in behind her and sink lower with every step. The current pushes at your side and your feet drag, but the bodies ahead keep moving, so you keep going too. A bull ahead of you steps too deep into the current. His hooves sink into soft sand, and his legs drag as he tries to push forward. He kicks upward once, then the rest of his body tilts and disappears beneath the surface. But the herd doesn't stop. You push forward behind your mother until the water changes to mud, and the ground rises again. Your hooves catch the bank, and you pull yourself out. The others already walk ahead in a line that looks the same as before, but there's one less body in it now. The river closes behind you, and the trees stretch ahead again. You're 2 years old now. Your horns are coming in, and your steps press deeper into the ground than they used to. You graze beside another calf about your size, both of you picking at the same patch without shifting position. He steps closer, just enough to test how close he can get without being pushed. You stay still and don't move. He lowers his head and you match him. Then, in an instant, he lunges. Your skulls slam together. The hit forces your front legs apart, but you hold your balance. He swings again before you recover. His horn strikes under your neck, and he manages to lift you, just enough so that your hooves leave the ground. You crash backward into the dirt, but his horn presses into your chest before you can stand. You roll backwards and slam forward. Then your head drives beneath his chest and lifts with full weight. He flips, hits the ground sideways, and kicks once before trying to stand. But you're already moving. You crash into his side and drive your horn through the gap behind his shoulder. His body twists from the hit. He tries to stand up, but you strike again. Your horn cuts through the joint at the base of his neck and drops him flat. His legs twitch once, then stop. You step back and hold your stance just in case, but his body stays in place, tilted against a patch of broken ground. You turn away and walk back to the edge of the group. A while later, another calf walks in front of you, stepping close to the same patch. You lift your head once and hold his eyes. He stops, then turns and walks the other way. The one you fought still lies behind you. He's unconscious but still alive. You lower your head and keep feeding. This is just the start. The real fights between bulls haven't begun yet. You're 5 years old now, almost fully grown. The herd grazes across open land in a wide line. You move near the front, walking slowly with your head down. Then out of nowhere, 4 wolves jump from the bushes and run straight at you. They've come back for revenge. They split wide, covering your sides, and close in fast without changing direction. You stop, but no one else moves with you. The rest of the herd keeps feeding. The first charges from ahead. You swing early, and your horn catches behind its ribs. You lift it off the ground and throw it sideways. It hits the dirt and runs. The second lunges from the left. You twist and run forward. Your shoulder slams into its chest and drops it flat. It scrambles back to its feet and circles for another try. The third cuts behind you and you kick without turning. Your hoof clips its ribs, but it doesn't leave. It stalks along the edge and waits for an opening. The second comes again. This time it charges from the right. Your horn misses, but your head knocks it sideways. It lands hard and crawls out of reach. The fourth waits near your leg. When you rotate to face the others, it makes its move. It darts in, aiming for the back of your leg, but you turn faster. Your horn drives forward and strikes behind its shoulder. The point breaks through skin and locks into bone. Its body drops straight down and it doesn't move again. The other 3 freeze. One backs away, another turns, and finally they all run away. You hold your place watching the blood spread beneath the one that didn't make it. You stay there until nothing moves. Then you turn and step back into the line. The herd walks ahead like nothing happened. No one looks at you or acknowledges what you just did. The wolves came back for revenge, and you gave them a reason not to try again. Skip forward a bit, and you're 8 years old now. You walk near the front of the herd as the ground flattens ahead. A fence runs across the field, cutting through the land in both directions. The herd slows as it approaches, but you keep walking. You step close and press your head against it. A jolt blasts through your skull, making your legs kick back and you drop to your knees. Sparks snap from the wire as you scramble up and turn away. You run back toward the herd, but behind you, something starts to make noise. A truck pulls across the field and turns, trying to follow you. You run faster, trying to catch up to the rest of the herd as the engine grows louder. The truck closes in, but then it starts to slow down and suddenly stops. You think that they gave up and you're safe now, but something happens. A loud shot cracks from behind. Something grazes across your ear and a small trail of blood pours down your neck. You stop for a second, thinking of what to do next. But before you can come up with anything, another shot follows. It hits your back leg and knocks it sideways. You stumble, then push forward, dragging your hoof behind you. You lift your head and look ahead. That's when you spot something terrible. Your mother lies on her side, blood leaking from a hole torn through her ribs. She doesn't move again. You stay frozen, but that's when a third shot hits the ground near your hoof. You instantly turn and run, limping fast across the open field. You don't stop until the truck disappears behind the hills. You're alive, but they might be back, and next time, they won't miss. You're 8.5 years old now. You walk alone along a dry stream bed with your head low, scanning the dust for anything green. The herd is somewhere behind you, but they're not getting closer. Your steps land steady, but each one pulls at your side. The wound that you've got from one of the fights with another bull hasn't sealed yet. The skin stays raw, and blood still seeps when you move. Then a horsefly passes next to your eye, and another. You blink, and just keep on walking, but more come. They circle your head and land across your face. You try to shake them off, but they stay. Another group flies near your side. They land as soon as they reach you. Some crawl around, some move toward the wound. You swing your head and stomp trying to get them off, but it doesn't work. You turn fast, kicking behind you, then move again, but the swarm follows. They stick to your legs, then your back, then they crowd around the torn skin along your ribs. You walk faster, but they keep pace and follow every turn. You reach a shallow pool of water ahead. The surface holds more mud than water, but you step straight into it anyway. The flies stay for a moment longer, then lift off and fly back. You drop your chest into the center. The water doesn't move much, but it coats your sides. Mud fills the gap across your ribs and you hold your place. Then you slowly come out of the water, and luckily the swarm doesn't come back. You walk along the edge and keep going. You look ahead, scanning the horizon for the herd, but you don't see anyone. The herd is gone and you're alone now. You're 12 years old now. You've been walking alone for years and it's winter again. The ground stays frozen and nothing green breaks through the snow. You move slow across the valley, searching for anything worth eating. Then something moves behind you. You lift your head and glance back. A shape runs along the slope. It's a grizzly. You instantly start running. Snow breaks beneath your hooves as you lunge forward. You don't look back, you just go. A frozen river appears ahead. You reach the edge and step on. The ice holds, so you take another step, then another. Halfway across, the bear stops. It watches from the bank waiting. You keep going, trying to reach the other side before the ice breaks. Then your front leg punctures through. Your chest slams into the edge and water surges across your side. You try to lift yourself up, but the surface splits again. You kick back with both legs, searching for grip, but the water pulls harder. You push forward, dragging your weight across the break, but the ice ahead shatters before you reach it. Your hooves can't find anything. You try again, but nothing moves. Then your body slips under. The surface closes behind you, sealing the crack. The grizzly doesn't move. It just stands there watching. Life as a bison might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse. Trust me, it's wild. Check out the video and see for yourself.